You know, year in and year out, being behind Rodrigo, it was a great journey because I got to learn from the best, like the best college kicker. And once quarantine, COVID hit, it was difficult to stay on top of things, to stay on the grind because it seems like there's no motivation anymore because it didn't seem like we were going to have a college football season. But I kind of changed my mindset and decided, you know what, I'm going to make the best out of this. So I worked on kicks day in, day out. I worked out on my own, tried to do whatever I could to make myself better. And then I come in at the end of July, Zirkle's here, and we're just competing. And it's a great atmosphere. I mean, we love each other and we want the best for each other. And I just won the job.
All right, Mark Bradley, did you have a question for Jack? I think you're on mute, Mark, if you have a question. All right, let's move to Connor Riley.
Yeah. Hey, Jack, what is your relationship with Rodrigo like, and what kind of advice has he given you, given, you know, it's sort of similar going from a walk-on to a starting kicker making big-time kicks for Georgia?
Right. Rodrigo, I mean, a lot of walk-ons have coined this, but he loves the term walk-on mentality. And it's just that. You're realizing I might be a nobody, but you have to come in and compete every day no matter what. And I would say we've got a really good relationship. We text every week. I mean, this week I had a little trouble with my kicking from the right hash and wanted to know what I could do to fix it. So I shot him a text and he responded immediately and helped me, and it obviously worked out.
All right. Blaine Gilmer, do you have a question for Jack?
Yeah, Jack, when you are backed up by the penalty and you ended up directional kicking it over there to the right and it going into the end zone for the touchback, how often do you guys practice those different, scenarios throughout the week? Like, is that a scheduled thing that you guys do?
Right. We Coach Smart will throw some curveballs at us every once in a while throughout the practice every week. And I'm just trying to be ready every day for whatever he throws, obviously. And I was not shocked when he called that.
All right. Let's see. Mark, did you have a question now? I didn't know if you had one earlier or not. You were on mute. Okay. Seth Emerson?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Is Jake Rowe still with us, or is he switched over? All right. How about Avery Braxton?
Yeah, I got one. Jack, I'll ask about your performance tonight, man. 3 for 3. Leland even mentioned the longest kick we've had in a couple of years. Stepping in for Rodrigo and have a game like this against Tennessee, what was your experience like on the field?
Yes, sir. It was unbelievable. Every week has come with new challenges, and to step on the field, and we're supposed to look at it. Every kick, doesn't matter the distance, make the ball the same. But just knowing that it was 51, it was going to be a career long. It was a really good feeling to know that I could just put it right down the uprights and just have a solid kick.
All right, Brandon Sudge, did you have another question for Jack?
Yeah. Kind of following up on your own journey here and everything. So when you signed with the program, did you ever kind of envision yourself getting to this point? When did that happen? And then also the second part, Kirby told us earlier that during fall camp he was kind of tired of kicking field goals because y'all kicked so many of them to decide who would win the competition. How intense was that between Zirkle, and when were you able to kind of realize that you had everything in hand in terms of the role?
So I really didn't know I was coming to UGA until a month before the decision date for school, which was May. So it was between here, Michigan, and I don't know, I just really fell in love with the program here. And I thought I could come in, but I knew that Rodrigo was here, and I knew that he was the best kicker in the nation. And so it was going to be difficult to beat him out. But I knew if I came in, served my time, got better in the weight room, on the field, that maybe one day I could get there. And then going into fall camp, we did kick a lot of field goals. We kicked a lot of kickoffs. All of our legs were dead. But, I mean, as I said before, we've got a great atmosphere and great relationship between each other. And it's a competition week in and week out. Doesn't matter.
Chip, did you have your hand up for a question?
Yes, I did. Jack, congratulations on a great game. I'm just wondering, I thought for sure you were going to trot out there for a field goal to end the half to take the easy 3, but I'm curious, were you there close by with Smart? Did he even look at you during all that chaos right before the end of the half?
Yes, sir. I was out there. So were Payne and Jake Camarda. We were ready to go, whether he called on us or not. But he obviously had trust in both our offense and our special teams. So whatever he decided to do, I was there for.
All right, we got time, probably one more question if anyone has one for Jack.
Jack, you talked about kicking from the right hash. Were your 2 long field goals? I didn't notice what side they were on necessarily. And what range did you think you had, heading into the preseason?
So I think my long 51 was left middle, and I think if I remember correctly, one of my other ones was towards the right hash, maybe right middle. So I was just kind of remembering the basics that Rod told me I could work on, and so that helped me smoothly. And could you repeat the other question? Sorry.
I was just asking, did you feel like you had a certain range of where you could be accurate from? Does it, was it 45 or 55? I mean, what did you think it would be?
Right. Going into the game, Coach Cochran always tells me to pick out distance where I feel comfortable at, where I feel consistent. And I told him, honestly, I told him 36, probably both ways, just because the wind was acting up a little bit. But after I hit those 2 balls, I felt like I probably could have gone definitely further than that.
Okay, Jack, thank you.
Thank you.